This is the B-side, B-side, B-side. The marriage. This is the B-side, B-side, B-side. The marriage.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Bside of Marriage podcast. I am your host, Rashonda, a licensed marriage and family therapist associate, and this is my husband,
Jason.
And here at the B-side, we talk about everything related to marriage. The good, the bad, the real, the A, and the B-side. So if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And if you're returning, hey, thank you guys for staying with us through all of the breaks and bumps and all the things. Thank you for still being here.
As well, follow us on Instagram at the Bside of Marriage and on Instagram at Bside of Marriage.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. All right. We have been, by we meaning me, for those of you who don't know, I am an avid true crime court case follower. Mm-hmm. And but here recently there have been several cases that have really gutted me. Because it has to deal with Black boys. So there was one case in South Carolina, I believe, Cyrus Carlton. I don't want to mess up that baby name, so let me get it right. Cyrus Carmack Belton, and it was in South Carolina, where he was accused of stealing some water bottles or bottled water, and was chased by the owner and the owner's son, and was shot in the back, and the owner got off because he claimed self-defense. Then there's Carmelo Anthony here in the state of Texas, which we live, where he tried to claim self-defense and against another teenager a group of teenagers, and he was found guilty and sentenced to 35 years in prison. And then here recently, within days, it's been days, the case is unfolding around an 18-year-old boy, Nolan Wells, who went out on the 4th of July on a boating trip with some friends, and the friends were all white, so they all came back, and he did not, and he was found dead. And so, for y'all who do not know, we have 2 boys, and so this really hit home because of there's a lot of, I don't know, discourse. Maybe discourse is the word, but there's a lot of discourse around you should not be the token Black person in a group of, white people because, it's not safe. And it really, and I wanted to get on the podcast and kind of just talk through, because literally this is us. Even with the Carmelo Anthony case, the track meet where the incident happened occurred in an area that's predominantly white. He went to court in a predominantly white suburb. He was found guilty by an all-white jury. So it's just we live this, and we live in Texas, so we know. Well, I know, because not only do we live here now, I grew up here, so I know what it feels like to live in a conservative Republican state, and sometimes you're not given the opportunity not to be the only one.
Yeah.
And I really wish that the discourse around you shouldn't, like, I just wish that people had more empathy, because for all of these cases, I felt for the parents, especially the mothers. Like, we out here trying to do our best, you know? And we're making these decisions, and we're allowed to make mistakes too.
Yeah.
Just like our kids should be allowed to make mistakes without it meaning that their lives are taken.
Yeah. That's, wow. Yeah. Because that's something that even, I guess, as we are talking about it now, it just makes me think, like, I wish my mom was here to ask her these questions. Did she have the same thing with me growing up? Just because.
What concerns?
Yeah, concerns of, where I lived, even though I wasn't in a, like, conservative or Republican state, but still, did she have those same worries? Oh my goodness, sorry.
That would be interesting to ask, because I would think a couple of things. I think raising Black children, period, requires, it's just scary.
Yeah.
It's concerning because you have to educate them on things
that they may not
way
see
before their age, right? Before they can even grasp, in an attempt to try to keep them safe.
Correct.
So what I mean by that is having the talk, the race talk, have that. I think you always have to have that talk. Maybe in a conservative area, you have it earlier.
Yeah.
But there's always this risk, no matter where you are living, as a Black parent, there had to be some.
Yeah, no, it is.
I don't know how much though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because also too, you had a very diverse friend group. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's, again, I guess I'm trying to correlate between, when I grew up and now today. Is it how different is it? And then even just like you said, I've had to talk with our oldest probably he was 10. I think it was 9 or 10. Actually, no, he was 8 years old. Because it was on a bus.
The school bus?
Yeah, it was on the school bus. He had an incident on the school bus. I remember that. And I had to have that conversation with his best friend at the time. Just remember, he was 8 years old.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So going back to the sometimes you don't always have a choice. I know people are like, oh, well, you should, we did choose to live in the area that we live in.
Correct.
It's predominantly not Black. So I'm gonna say it that way. It's predominantly not Black. I don't want to say white because there are other ethnicities here. It's just predominantly not Black. And so yes, we made the choice to live here because, and that's what I think. And that's why I wish that there was more empathy for the families, because it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be the only one, but we're allowed to do things. We're allowed to make decisions to give our kids more opportunities. Now, I understand. I'm not saying systemic racism is not a thing. Like, I know there's a reason why we don't. There's systems in place to keep funding in all Black neighborhoods low. The education, the schools are not supplied. Like, I know about systemic racism. Okay. And we get to choose
We get to choose
where we want to live.
And what we want to do with our money.
And what we want to do with our money, how we want to get the benefits of our tax dollars.
Correct.
Like, we get to make that choice. And yes, does it come at a cost? It does come at a cost. It comes at a cost. And it's a cost that we feel like, and mind you, I'm going to hold and put a disclaimer. Like, what we do is what we do. You do you. You do you, and you do what's best for you. This is what we chose to do. Not trying to justify what our decisions, but this is what we chose to do and choose to do because of the opportunities. Honestly, not even just the opportunities. It was like we wanted to build a multi-generational home.
Yep.
Where the grandparents live with us and their grandkids.
Correct.
Right? We didn't have those opportunities. Like, those places were not available.
Correct.
In the areas that are more predominantly black. Mm-hmm. Unless you go southern, unless you're going to be in order to do what we had to do, we were going to be in a suburb.
Yeah.
There are not many suburbs. When we were building.
Yeah, when it was built,
that we could get in without having needing acres or being way out.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't even built the schools yet. Mm-hmm. Anyways, long story short, we made choices knowing the cost. And so with that cost also comes like a big advocate now. I'm a big advocate now on community. Mm-hmm. And that's important. Like there's different ways to build your community. And that's what we're now trying to be more intentional about it as these these cases come. Because these cases, although they're cases, they're lives, they're impacted. There's families that are impacted by these decisions. And so, I don't know where we want to go. But let's back off of the kids situation right now. Let's talk about, I want to talk about my experience. Okay. Experience as cis. Mm-hmm. Because I've had some. So I have been the token for the majority of my life. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking, like, when school-wise, I have been the token. There might have been two of us. Mm-hmm. If it was three, it was like, whoa, I can't remember. Well, when I got into high school, there were a few of us, like 10.
Out of wood.
I don't know. I might be exaggerating.
10 out of wood.
But right. In high school, in my grade, I think there was maybe like 20 of us. I don't know. It wasn't a lot of us. Yeah. And that was out of like 500 and something kids in my grade. But yeah, but I'm used to being the token. Mm-hmm. School-wise, I also chose to go to a predominantly white university for college. Sorry, for my bachelor's. Mm-hmm. And ironically, that's when my friend group got really black.
Was that intentional?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't intentional. But we kind of gravitated to each other. Like, that was where the community was. Yes, it was around sports and Greeks and stuff. But there was other people that were non-affiliated that were a part of the group. It was just kind of like, I would like to think, at least from my experience, I'm just saying from my experience, we looked out for each other because we knew the environment wasn't built for us. So it's like, so that was that camaraderie. It was the shared experience of knowing like, oh, not everybody who's smiling in our face is really for us. But we for us, regardless if I know you or not, like we gonna make sure we watch your back. So anyways, so like I said, I've always grown up kind of being the token. Even at work though, that's why I think this is so interesting. Even at work, most corporate jobs, there's gonna be one you gonna be the token part of the department or the team, however the structure is. It's gonna be one of y'all. That's why when you see multiple, we be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like we like, "Oh, I'm not in here by myself." Yeah. And so I think they want to create isolation, right? Like they want to be like, "Hey, y'all just need to group together," but that's not how we can truly build community.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I've been talking a lot. Do you have something to say?
Oh no, because I guess I think of community just how how I was raised. With the different my people that I call my cousins they aren't like really my cousins, but it was just that type of community where we all looked out for each other. They looked out for each other's kids, things like that, and that's something that I know we have. I would say try to be intentional about finding a community with individuals that, one, I say that we can trust, and that we'll feel safe where our child can go over there, and then again, we built this house so everybody can just come over here, but our kids don't do that.
I know, we're still working on that. But, yeah. I had a thought and just perimenopause just took it right about. Yeah, I don't know where it was.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about,
Yeah, no, but that's even, I guess, even at work when you're saying that, I was laughing because, it's like that. And then when there are people that's like you, it's like, there's a lot of nonverbals that you can have with them. And, because it's only a sprinkle of y'all in there. And then, so you have that camaraderie, like, hey, what's up? Like,
prime example, like, at my last corporate job, remember I told you that it was a black colleague, black male colleague. We had a full conversation. We probably said
3 words.
3 words to each other. There was a lot of It was a lot of you know what I'm saying without me having to say it.
Yeah.
And we had a full conversation about a teammate, like without actually saying words. So if anybody was, listening, they would have no clue what we were talking about.
Yeah.
But we had a full conversation because that shared the camaraderie, right? So yeah. And now I'm not saying that that's right because it does teach you to be hyper vigilant.
But I think we're always like that, though.
Well, we have to because of racism.
Yeah.
Right?
We have to be.
So we're hyper aware, which is why, like, when you go to the happy hours or the team dinners, you don't just go and let your hair down.
No.
Because you still have to
make
sure you're safe.
You're still in work mode. No, I get it. Yep.
And even when I was traveling,
it
was like, yeah, we want to go out. Sure. And also, I need to make sure that I can get home. I can get back to the hotel because I have different safety concerns than they do. At the end of the day, I have different safety concerns.
You saying it more nice. You just don't trust everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I don't just trust everybody like that. Like, you have to gain my trust. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, no. It has to be built over some time. So
I get it, but sometimes because of the the work that I did, the type of work that I did, you don't have time to build those relationships because y'all are just for a project. So it's like, this is the project team for this client. You here for this time, and then you get in, you get out. And so, but even in that time, they expect you to attend the team dinners and to hang out and to do the happy hours and all the, like, the socializing aspect of being a part of corporate America. And so I did that, but yes, I have different safety concerns because y'all go wild out. Y'all can leave an establishment late and know that you can get a taxi. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Unless I'm with one of y'all.
Yeah.
And then I need to know, like, so there's just different safety concerns that I have that they don't, that I'm sure to this day they had no idea that's like I'm doing these scenarios, which is why it's like it goes back to the hypervigilance. I have to like exits. I have to have a plan A, B, C, because I like if we're doing an Uber and all the things, like I had to like think through the things prior to us going from, and then y'all want to go somewhere else? Oh wait, where is that?
I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
Well,
I get what you.
It's
No,
like,
I get what
right,
you. Yeah.
but it's like, hey, if they try to go somewhere else, sometimes you don't. If y'all rented a car, and that's your ride, how you gotta go.
No, that's true.
So this was like, so all of those dynamics have to work through. They don't. So also a part of that is one of those things that I'm sure you guys also had is like when y'all go somewhere, if all of us go, all of us coming back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always had a buddy system.
No, we always made sure like you're not we if we rode together, we all come back together. It's not all right, I'll check it. No. We all ride together, so no.
Yes.
That's girls too. Girl, if you roll with me, like
right.
Yeah.
Yes, period, point blank. Yeah. Whoever goes, like if you go together, you coming back. Even if you're going and you're gonna go holler at somebody else. Cool buddy system. Like you go holler at him, I'm gonna be right here, or so and so's gonna be right here. Like we're not just going to let you go, even if he, I really feeling him. I want to go back to his place. No, no, we don't know this dude. You don't know.
Yeah.
No. So if you going, either we all going, or you're not going. Like it's like it has to be an after party, and we're gonna make it an after party because everybody going or nobody going. Correct. Like we're not doing this. Oh, you can just go and he seemed to be all right. No. And I know that can get a little sketchy, especially because people be like, I'm an adult. But if you've been drinking to the point where you can't make a decisions, that is my job as a friend to not let you make a bad decision. Because I need to make sure that you get home.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Because I will feel worse if I let you go just because you being hard-headed and you think you're in the right whatever and not go, and then something happened to you, I gotta live with that.
Yeah.
Although I know it's not my fault, but I would still have to live with it. So I ain't doing that. I got too much other stuff going on. Listen, we all came together, we're gonna leave together. So there's this case, you don't know. There's this case that they say that that Nolan's case is very similar to, because it was a black woman, adult woman. They had like this girls' sleepover, like neighborhood girls' sleepover. She was the only black woman at the sleepover. She died at the house. Nobody saw anything. Nobody knows anything. Oh, yeah, it's the whole thing. Even to this day, her case is not solved. Okay? And then I thought about, I have been in that situation before. Where I have been the only one hanging out. And I'm like, oh, that could have been me.
Oh yeah, it just
Sunday
clicked.
fun day.
I just.
because I was the token.
Yeah, you were.
And there were times where I thought, and so it literally is bringing me back to the Nolan case, because it's like I thought that these people were my friends. Yeah. You couldn't tell me that they weren't friends. Mm-hmm. Now, yes, they were white. And because like I said, I'm used to being a token. So I'm used to having friendships with white people. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying all white people are bad. I'm just saying you think that you have built enough trust mm-hmm. to a certain point where you would think that you can trust them enough to be like, hey, no, you gotta cut you off. Like, hey, if we go somewhere, like if we all go, we all coming back. And that's when I realized, I said, oh, y'all don't even have those kind of conversations. No. Mm. So we went to a concert.
We gotta bring that up.
Yes, because it was with my white friends.
Yeah.
And my husband. Mm-hmm. I had a black friend there too. But we rode with my white friend. Mm. Well, Jason drove my white friend's car. Yep. We went to the concert, and one of the white ladies, I can't call her a friend anymore because they're not my friend, but whatever. She was drinking too much. And we were making sure she had water, whatever, but it was hot. It was one of the outdoor venues. So she got overheated. She was dehydrated. And so we were like, okay, it's time to go. Well, no, sorry. The other white lady was like, hey, she not doing good. We're going to leave. Mm-hmm. And when she said we, she meant the white people. Yeah. She wanted the black people to... Okay, and mind you, this is Janet Jackson concert. Okay, it wasn't just not no regular up and coming talent. Yeah. This is Janet. We have been talking about going to this concert. Jay I was trying to heal some of his past traumas from a Janet concert. So I was like, we can't leave during her set. She was fabulous. So we were like, but what did we just say? If we all go together, we all come back together. Yep. So we were like, absolutely not. We're not going to try to figure out a way home. We all rode together. We going to go all leave. Mm-hmm. And they were like, no, you don't have to leave. Just stay. No, that's not how we roll. Yeah. We came together, we leaving together. And then it was like the audacity, like, you want 3 black people to try to find an Uber.
An hour and a half away.
Mm-hmm. And we would just have to been standing outside, watch everybody go, because everybody who came with it, they already worked that out. Yeah. Like, we would have to do this on the spot. Yep. No. That's not what we do. So we roll back all together, mad, but together. And like I said, I thought these were my friends. So I was like, oh, we just need to have a conversation about how that's not how we roll.
Yeah, I remember that part too. That's wild. Yeah.
Well, this is when I realized, like, oh, y'all not my friends, because when I bring up our expectation, then it became about, and then I was like, and mind you, I was like, this is how we roll. I didn't say black. Mm-hmm. I didn't say white. I said, this is just how we roll. When we all go, we all coming back. The mm-hmm. same. Like, we gonna stay together. We stay as a group. Yeah. And then they were like, well, we offered, not we, one of them was like, I offered to just pay, like, give you back your money. And I'm like, you think it's about money. Like, keep your money. It ain't about money, it's about my safety. You put my safety at risk Because you went and enjoyed yourself too much. After we were trying to tell you need to slow down, pace yourself, so that you wouldn't miss the concert.
Yep.
But then it became about money. And then you're not going to insult me. So, okay, so now it's really about race.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. And the fact that when I try to bring up a concern because I thought you were my friend,
They had a totally different reaction.
right?
Yeah.
So we not friends because I can't bring up anything uncomfortable. Even another situation with the same group. Tried to piece together the friendship, whatever, and then had another conversation about race.
Yep.
And then you're gonna minimize my experience as a black mother. Get out,
Yep.
right? So I did have to use my discernment because after the Janet concert, I was like, oh no, one of y'all is completely cut off.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, I'm like, trying to, but the discernment just wasn't settling.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I gave you too much trust. Then I beat myself up
For a while.
a long time because I said I let them get too close. And I shared all that to say this. This is what we have to deal with as parents, even as black adults. Like, it's like we then beat ourselves up because we're like, oh, we were too trusting. Oh, we actually took you for your word.
Yeah.
Don't y'all know how hard that is to have to live with that? Like, we're literally telling ourselves that we don't get to be our authentic self with someone who is not of the same race.
But that's just. I'm saying that it is what it is what it is, but you know, it's just like going to work. You know, we can't be our authentic self at work.
Yeah, but that's work.
But sometimes
Let me do my part, give me my check, and go about my business.
But
I get that. But it's extremely hard. But this is like the delicate dance that we have to play as adults, as parents, not adults, as a parent, right? Because it's like social media want to portray like, oh, the parents should have never let him go. So do y'all really think that the parents did not have a relationship with the people who they went with? Do y'all really think they don't know anything about those people?
Exactly.
You don't think that they know that there's only so much you can do as a parent because you can't control your kid.
Correct.
You can do your due diligence, and I'm sure those parents of those kids had shown themselves at least trustworthy enough for him to go on this trip.
Correct.
And so I'm not gonna blame them for allowing him to go because he's a kid. He wants to have, like, he had friendships with them. He never knew.
Yeah.
He never knew that they would leave him hanging. He would not think that.
But again, that's something that, as a parent, if we went somewhere and our son brought their friends,
It's different.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, no, like if there's something happening, like, all right, no, let's go, everybody. Okay, we have everybody. All right, cool. Then I'm not going to leave anybody behind.
I get it.
So, like, for me, it's like we're the parents that were there that should have done that.
They took care of theirs and left.
So that's, yeah.
But I'm just saying, I know the parents didn't make the decision all willy-nilly. Like, oh yeah, just go. Because I'm sure, just like me, as a grown woman, almost cuss, praise the Lord. As a grown woman, I trusted people for what they had shown me up to that point.
No, I gotcha.
Because up to the point, they had shown that they were able to be trusted enough to like be able to go to a concert.
Yeah.
And like they have been trusted enough. So I can only imagine what those parents do, because I can't, and mind you, what Nolan's parents had done, what we do, right? Like we have conversations with people's, with our kids' close friends, but like you just never know. And that I think is the scariest part, because especially for those who like control, or at least would like to be able to strongly influence some behaviors. I think that's the hardest part about this, because it's like you have to trust when things get sticky. That they are still going to advocate for your kid like we would advocate for theirs. And the problem is they are not having those conversations with their children like we have with ours.
Yeah.
Clearly.
No, clearly. Because
there's no way, I don't care how mad we are, you getting in the boat.
You need another phone, we get another phone. Leave the phone there, let's go. Like,
are you talking about with a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, just leave the phone. Like, but still.
But I'm like, even with his friends, I could be mad at you. I ain't gotta talk to you on the right way back. But you get in the boat. Stop being silly. Get in the boat. We'll deal with this when we get to the mainland.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. I'm trying to think. Like, they're 18. When I was 18, I mean, we did some silly stuff, but if we doing silly stuff together. Sorry, I'm thinking of
you
situations.
got tickled in the situation.
I was just thinking of situations where me and my girls, we did some silly stuff. And we went down, like we did it together and we went down together. But it was a together situation.
Yeah.
And when we didn't do it together, when one snitched on the other person, broke up the alliance, it became a situation.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time, it was like, we're all doing this together. I know we didn't leave nobody, nowhere. And we were going some places we weren't supposed to be going. Anyways, so, but not all families are having this conversation. And the expectations are different. And so now we have to have different conversations.
Have to have different conversations, and we got to continue to instill in our children good decision making, but not trying to scare them, and that's So, and that's the tough part, because I want to say be on the lookout for this, but I have to say it in a way that's not like, wait, what? Why? Like, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to inform you of. So.
Well, and that's the part. Like, we have to develop critical thinkers.
Yeah.
Because, we can say, hey, be on the lookout for this, but what if it shows up at that? And they were looking for this. Yeah. So they didn't show up as that. Yeah. So they were like, oh, well, it's not what Daddy said. It's a little different. Yeah. And maybe that's where I'm going. Like, we need to work on developing critical thinkers. Not only for their safety, but also for their true development, so that they can be able to have discernment, and they'll be able to trust themselves. Because if we are telling them exactly, do this, don't do that, hang out with that type of person, hang out with this type of person, they're not able to develop it.
Yeah.
So when things start to feel they can't trust themselves because we are making all decisions for them.
Yeah.
Or we're causing them to second guess themselves at the house. So when they go out, they're like, I don't know. Okay. I guess so.
Yeah.
We have to develop critical thinkers.
Ain't nobody taught us how to do that.
No.
So ain't nobody taught us how to do that, and we're all learning it on the fly.
Yes, and it's not easy, but it is doable because we also have to manage our stuff, and that's what and so all of this is say this is a very scary situation, right? Very scary situation, and we can't parent out of fear.
Correct.
Because when we parent out of fear, we are holding our children back from creating the development that they need to be productive citizens.
And we gotta allow them to make mistakes so they know next time how not to make that same mistake too. So that's something that that's something that, I would say myself, I try to prevent, them from making mistakes, but that's something that, I'm learning that, okay, I got to allow them to make the mistakes because how are they supposed to learn if they don't make mistakes?
They won't even try.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard because it's like, because we love them, we don't want them to go through this. We don't want them to learn the lesson the tough way because it's like, I know, I already know, I have the experience, I've been through this or I've seen this. I know, I can foresee what's going to happen if you choose this. Mm-hmm. But if we say, no, don't choose path A, choose B, but the lesson's in choosing A, they'll never learn it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
Or you're going to have kids who have to come to you for everything.
I definitely want that.
Or listen to other people for everything. And the people that have their ear are other people their age.
That don't know nothing.
Right.
Got no experiences, but yeah. Man.
But if you're instilling, hey, you can't trust yourself. So if I can't trust myself, I got to make sure that somebody else agrees or someone else can tell me what to do. I don't want to go to my parents because they already think, kids already think the parents don't know anything. So can't go to them because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I'm just,
Parenting. Having kids is overrated.
Oh man. Nobody told us this.
Nobody really told you about this when you were told, we're going to start a family. Okay. Well, this is what you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
These are the decisions you're going to have to make. Mm-hmm. If you choose to live in a predominantly white, suburb, hey, these are the things you're going to have to talk about.
Yeah.
Early on.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really crazy about all of this is our black son is trying to still have a summer while all of this is going on. How dare he? We're over here stressing, and he's like, yeah, but my friends, they want to do this. They want to go here. They want to watch the game. They want to watch the soccer matches. And I'm like, you really just going to test that parent out of fear? Right now? Literally. I am finding, I found out about the body. They were able to identify the body. Mm-hmm. And our son asked, can he go watch a soccer match at a friend's house?
Nope.
I'm like,
nope.
Absolutely not. We let him go.
Oh yeah, we let him go. I took him.
But y'all, this is hard.
Yeah.
But no one ever said it was going to be easy. And that's what it's like, because one of the things we said was like, we want them to have a normal summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they get to have a summer. They get to have a summer where they're outside. We don't talk about, oh, you can't go outside because you're getting dark. We don't, no. Make sure, only thing I'm going to ask is, did you put on sunscreen? Because we got to protect our skin. But yeah, so they're allowed to have a summer.
In spite of what's going on in the world.
Yes, and I don't get to be. So what usually happens in these situations, I become mama bear. Yeah. No, y'all can't go anywhere outside of my sight.
And that's,
oh, you want to go there? I'll go too.
and that's why I got bark. That's why I got bark on their phone.
But
So I see where they at.
that doesn't allow them to be critical thinkers. But I do ask questions to try to get them to start thinking about some things. They did get, and today, our oldest and his friends got a lecture. I couldn't help it. I don't always get it.
Yeah.
I don't always get it right, but they got a little lecture because they was trying to go hang out.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, y'all came together. Y'all gonna lead together.
Yep.
I don't care if one of y'all want to go talk to a little girl. All of y'all gonna go talk to a little girl. I don't care if y'all think, you're blocking. I don't even know what they use as far as blocking.
Dang.
But whatever y'all terminology is, it's gonna be all right. Y'all gonna stay together.
Yep.
I need y'all to stay together. And then if something is going awry, y'all better pick up that phone or find the adult that you're supposed to be with.
Yep.
Because I need everybody to go home. Everybody to go home safe tonight.
Yep.
So I'm sure the friends had no clue where all that was coming from. But listen, y'all friends, we finna have a conversation.
They gonna get it some way. At least somebody's gonna hear it. Maybe not everybody. Maybe somebody's gonna hear it, but oh yeah, your mama said this.
No.
So
all I need y'all to hear, stay together. They did.
hey,
So
I'll just bring it back to the conversation we had with our daughter and her friend. Her friend got it right away. Our daughter didn't want to hear it.
Trying to have a summer, a regular old summer.
Her friend got it right away, but our daughter did not. And her friend's like, "Come, just do this." Yeah.
I hope y'all are able to get something out of this. I know this is a long one.
It's been a while. It's been a while, but this is
and
all the stuff that's happening.
I
So
think this is needed.
yeah.
I mean, I can truly accept the nuance of it's not it's black as white. Like, it's not that clear cut. It's not, oh, you can't be the only token.
Yeah.
You gotta only be with your people.
No.
Because that's not realistic. But there are conversations, there are protections you can have in place when you are the token. And when people show you something different, trust that. Because what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to victim shame, and I'm not going to victim parent blame. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm not going to do that either. Because I can't imagine. I'm sure they're beating themselves up about what they wish they would have done, what they hope would have happened. But I'm sure the behavior of those friends and of the parents of those friends has them completely shooketh.
I'm sorry. I'm just based on what has been going on, they ain't shook because they knew they did something wrong.
No, the victim's parents.
Oh, okay.
Are shook by their behavior.
Yeah, okay.
They would never have because if they could imagine that they would behave the way that they're behaving now, there's no way he would have went on that trip.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
So I'm sure the parents are completely confused and blindsided.
Yeah.
Like, what in the world is happening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just wish them all the comfort and peace that they can muster up at this time, because I know I said this in a joking manner earlier, but they don't really get to grieve right now.
No.
Because they're trying to figure out what happened to their son.
Piece the story together.
So in trying to figure out what's happening to their son, they're also having to plan his services and stuff, but they're not getting a chance to grieve.
They're not.
They're having to secure lawyers. Like, death by itself is a booger.
Yeah.
And to do all of this, the complexity of a case and trying to fight for justice, and then there's just all this like stuff around it. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine what they're going through. So yeah, my heart goes out to them.
Yeah.
In all of this. I hate that they are evidence as to why we need to have these conversations with our kids. And I really hope everybody of any ethnicity and nationality have the conversation with your kids. Because race plays a part in almost everything. And we can't be afraid to talk about it.
I don't think it's about being afraid to talk about it. I don't think that's what it is.
What do you think it is?
I guess I'll look at I take it as just how it was in COVID. We have to educate people all the time, so it gets it's a lot of burden that I have to teach you something of what you see day in, day out, but you choose not to, like, you choose not to see it. So you blind yourself behind it because it's like, it's not in my vicinity. I don't got to think about it. So again, that's just my experience film. It's just my experience.
And I think that might be true for some. I think for some, because it's not their experience, they don't know. Like, they truly, if you don't have to, they don't know that they need to have a conversation, right? They've never experienced anything like this. It's not a part of their life. Like, literally, it's not a part of their life to have the talk with their kids. Because they're able to navigate, like, they go through life just completely different. We can't fathom it because we're like, no, we have to, talk about safety. We have to do these things.
Yeah.
They don't have to. And so it really requires them to consider other people. That's why when you say you're colorblind, you're saying that you don't care. I don't see color, then you don't see me, and so therefore you're unsafe to me.
Strange danger.
Because I need you to see that I am black, and I need you to, because I am black, I want you to then get curious about what it's like for me, especially if you're my friend, you should care.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong by that. You're not wrong by that.
That, like I said, I feel like that would be a whole different. That also has to do with church hurt too. But like, you can't say that you care about me and you don't see the color of my skin. So then, what do you see then? I should ask that. 'Cause I'm curious. If y'all, okay, for anybody who say that they don't see color, then what do you see when you look at me?
A human being. I'm sorry.
That got a melatonin? Like, you have to see. You have to see. In order to see me, you have to see that I'm a black woman. That is wild to me. I don't see color. Well, you're not seeing a reflection of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a mirror. If you're white, I'm black, you say you don't see color. So you say you see me? I mean, you see you and me? I need somebody to explain it to me because I don't understand. I'm like, if you see a car is red, the car is red. You don't say, oh, I don't see color. Unless you're colorblind. That's different. But if you're a regular, if you got all the... I'm about to say something crazy. I need to get off of here because I am a therapist. So... I'm getting into my Rashonda mode.
All right.
And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we'll wrap it up. I guess, as always, like, follow, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Interested to hear your thoughts about this.
Unless you're racist. Don't be coming in our comments with racist commentary. I'm not. We're deleting, blocking, whatever. I don't know. I'm not dealing with it.
No.
Now, if you're coming from a place of curiosity, sure. Leave your comments. Let us know your thoughts. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to be judgy, you can also keep that comment to yourself. Because we out here doing the best that we can. Everybody's doing the best that they can with what they got, and that is good enough. And we're going to stop holding these standards. I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a tangent. But we're going to stop holding those standards to that others have put on us that are not ours anyways, to try to fit in. Who said that is the way to be? Okay, I'm done.
All right, well, until next week.
Because remember, the real work begins at I do. Peace.